Good day, everybody. I took the day off yesterday, and it is, for me, almost 5 o'clock in the afternoon. But anyway, I decided not to do the 4 legs of the trip back from Australia. So, we would have taken a helicopter ride from Yankee, Yankee, Foxtrot, Alpha Tango to Sydney, which was Yankee, Sierra, Sierra, Yankee. And then from Sydney, Australia, I was going to do a long haul flight in the A340 um, Delta livery. And we were going to go to Atlanta, Kilo, Alpha, Tango, Lima. And then we were going to jump into a GA plane to go home. In career mode, I had no missions at our destination with the helicopter. So, we are heading home, but not home to, well, we're heading home to Monroe County. We are going from Atlanta to Tellico Plains Municipal Airport, which is 8-5 Tango November. And we're in the Antonov again. It's a different model from the previous one. Flight should be about, I don't know how long, because this one here says an hour 13 minutes. We currently are an hour and 24 minutes. So let's see here. If we switch, it says an hour 30-minute flight time. That's why I went with the first one. Okay. Which we're not doing the whole flight anyway. I'll do the takeoff. We're climbing to 1400. In fact, let's see here. I have a departure. There is no arrival and no approach. So okay, we're going directly in. Alright, let's get going. I didn't pick a parking spot, although I could have with this plane, but do we want to waste 10 minutes taxiing to the runway? Personally, I don't feel like that. So, we're just gonna do this last leg. Hopefully I can get the whole flight in. I got a comment on one of my videos earlier week about my, of course, audio being crappy, which, alright. CTD, and all I was doing was hitting the fly too. Or fly button. So, yeah, I know audio is crappy, and I don't know how to fix that. Other than I sound good to myself right now, a little scratchy, but I know when in the playback when I watch it on YouTube, it is horrible. However, you can still hear everything I say. It just doesn't sound good. It sounds like I'm kind of out of radio range. And I could sound good now. I go to take a drink, and I don't put the mic back in the same spot. Let's see. I hope to get this flight completed. I said I was going to do the whole flight. I don't know if we'll do the whole flight. And then I have, in career mode on 24, I have a ferry flight out of Tellico Plains. So, I don't know. I have no idea if we're getting a flight out of our destination from there. I also had 2 ferry flights out of Corntassel and 3 ferry flights out of Monroe. So either airport I picked, we were not coming back to it. Although if I do come back home, we have quite a few flights. So wherever a destination is, I will do whatever flights are there. Hopefully it's, if it's a ferry flight back to Tellico, we will do that. And then, I will move us from there. If there's a ferry flight back towards Tellico, then I will we'll take a short hop which I probably won't do on stream. I'll just explain it like I am this one about flying all the way out from Australia. I kind of screwed up my Australia flight. I flew to where we were leaving from, not the airport I was supposed to be taking off to do that mission from. The rotorcraft transport, passenger transport. So I kind of screwed that up, but it doesn't really mean anything. We were going to leave from that helo pad and head back towards the Sydney International anyway. So yeah, with a ferry flight going to another small airport, I might have a few. I could end up with some rotorcraft flights. I could have some first flights and seeing flights. But I have no idea at this point. I keep trying to guess, and I'm always wrong. So I would have thought with the specializations I have unlocked, there would have been some missions in Australia. Oh, there are missions. Don't think that the game's not giving missions. There's just not missions from where we stopped, and that's kind of how I've been playing this. So I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. If I'm gonna stream tomorrow or not. I wasn't thinking of getting on here today. Like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna do this whole flight or not. It's not like you haven't seen this flight before. We've gone from Atlanta to Corntassil, so it's just 10 minutes shorter. But like I said, we're in a different model of the Antival. That is going to be my call sign. Let's try this again. Load KATL-85 Tango November. And my flight number is 8586. See, now it's switched. Do we not have an alternate? Okay, we have departure. We have a departure. And none of that. So, get off the screen. I have no alternate route this time. 1 hour, 27 minutes. Alright, now. Let's hope we don't get a second a second crash to desktop. CTD. Let's hope we don't get another STD. No. Simulation destroyed when trying to take off. Anyway. It's been a weird week. Dad's been home. Mom had some hand surgery. She had trigger finger and 3 of her fingers had to be fixed.
Atlanta Tower,
so
Antonov 8586 ready for departure runway 9er left IFR to 85 Tango November.
Antonov 8586 altimeter 29er.9er 8 wind 335 at 4. Cleared for takeoff runway 9er left.
Cleared for takeoff runway 9er left Antonov 8586.
I wonder if I can switch the panels again. Ooh. Interesting noises. I think my parents are home because LC is starting to carry on. Are mommy and daddy home? Sorry, I didn't mean to yell that into my... Wow, we're hearing a bunch of interesting noises, aren't we? Wow, this is... I think this is cool hearing these noises. I will switch to ready to fly when we've taxied to the runway. And then we will check out our switches before I do takeoff. It looks like it's automatically in the updated one. It looks like we got avionics. A Garmin. So. what's bad about this screen is, I have no idea where we're at exactly. Let's just hit ready to fly. We're on the runway at the busiest airport in the world, so let's not sit here too long. One of the busiest. Breakers? Or is that says brakes, not breakers. Durr. Panel lighting. We want warning lights on. Panel lighting on. Anti-fire system power. I would assume you'd want that on. UV light power on. Movable light, I don't really care about that. Now, ooh, what did I push? We want flight plan on one of these screens. Thank you. Alright. So what else do we have? Oh, we can at least get back here and look at it. We went through the door. I'm not going to attempt to open the door. No, because I don't know how to close it. So, okay. Nav lights on. Landing lights. Landing lights are supposed to be on right now. Alright, we are good to go. Co-pilot's aircraft. And we are off and out. Uh-oh. Audio glitch. We don't like audio glitches. Oh, I could open the door, but at least this time it let me through into the back. Floodlighting. Yeah, I don't think we need that on. I'm just looking at stuff still. Airflow, hot air entry, yoke visibility, let's put that back on. Fuel selector, bulb, okay, we're good for that. You got your lamp. Now mommy and daddy are home, she's really going crazy. Passenger signal lamp. We'll give them
Good day.
lights.
121.225 Antonov 8586.
Alright.
Goodbye. Atlanta departure Antonov 8586 is at
Let's come
1,600
outside.
feet, climbing 7,000 feet.
I mean, we're not far off.
Antonov 8586 Atlanta departure altimeter 29.908 radar contact. Continue to PICKT.
There's a Delta airline landing. Why didn't we not hear them on the radio? Oh, there's one under us too. Is that Southwest? I thought we were cleared. Apparently we had someone in our flight path. Or we were in theirs. We got more Delta Airlines. And an EasyJet. Here comes another Delta landing. Is that a 757? That's what it looks like. Boeing 757. Delta 927 on final. And another one right behind it, the EasyJet. I don't know what the EasyJet is. They land in the same runway. They're kind of close together. Yeah, so much for the AI patterning things, right? Because that 757 is not going to be off the runway before the EasyJet lands. I think the tower has some traffic issues. I am still hearing engine roar. Well, there's why. There's another... What does that say? 233? Delta 75? Any more surprises? Other than we're gonna be definitely in the way of a airliner trying to take off. Foxtrot, Foxtrot, Tango, 4772. Is that Delta 1979er taking off? I can't remember which side the green light. I think green is on your port side, so yeah, they're taking off. Delta 866. Yeah, it is probably that time of day. Like I said, it was 5 p.m. EST, so there's probably a lot of traffic landing at Atlanta right now. But yeah, whatever you are, we're in your way, aren't we? I can't tell if that red blinking light is the Delta flight or if it's a runway beacon.
Antonov 8586 climb and maintain 15,000 feet.
15. We
Climb
can't go
and
to
maintain
15.
15,000 feet, Antonov 8586.
Oh, right. I forgot to change the altitude thing again. So we're gonna request cruise, descend 1,000 feet.
Atlanta departure Antonov 8586. Request flight level 180.
Antonov 8586 climb and maintain 15,000 feet. Expect flight level 180.
8, 7.
Climb and maintain 15,000 feet. Expect
6.
flight level 180
I need-
Antonov
okay.
8586.
Now we need to go 14. So I wanted 14, so I need to descend by 14,000. Or 4,000. 3. Yeah, because we can't go past 14.
Atlanta departure
go.
Antonov 8586. Request 14,000 feet.
Antonov 8586 climb and maintain 14,000 feet.
Climb and
There we
maintain
go.
14,000 feet, Antonov 8586.
Yeah, I forgot to change that before I hit the
Atlanta departure Endeavor
for us to fly.
4958 Heavy is passing 2,100 feet, climbing 9,000 feet. Endeavor 4958
Alright, you guys might as well
Heavy,
overtake
departure
me.
altimeter 29.908 radar contact. Continue.
All these Delta flights, which is to be expected, it is their home port. Lake City Airport, huh? So, is there another panel in here? Panel switch? Now I'm curious to see if there is one. Since I could change the other one to modern, can we change this one to not be modern? So yeah, I picked a new model of the airplane, and it's the more modern aircraft. What? Oh, landing lights. Why are landing lights off already? Oh, cause I didn't turn them both on. There was 2 lights. Okay. Taxi lights can come off. Yeah, we're only going like 84 knots, so... Like I said, I wasn't sure if I want to do this whole flight or not. But by the time we get to 14, we'll probably be halfway through the flight. And we already have our destination is... I can't read it because the thing is in the way. It looks like 101 nautical miles away. So. This was the only livery for this one. So I might start just doing our short hops where I can might do a whole flight, and then I can change up what aircraft we use. It was either that, either I cut back in here, or I was thinking of just taking the rest of the month off, and come the 1st of October, buying my, doing that NASA series I was interested in doing with the shuttle on the back of the 747, and I would have had to buy the 747. I don't know if I was gonna buy sceneries or not. I got a call back from my instructor. I don't know if I talked about this already this week or not. I think I said something on... Anyway, he called me back Sunday and was kind of like, I don't know if it's worth your time, my time and your money, to just figure out what you can and cannot do. So...
Southwest tree 76 heavy, Atlanta departure altimeter 29.908 radar contact.
I haven't gotten a confirmation text or phone call confirming whether I can go out Saturday morning. I don't know. I kind of knew that there wasn't much I could do, and I don't want to keep spending money, obviously, if I'm not doing... But my instructor's like, well, I don't see a point in this if I'm the one flying the aircraft. So, it kind of was like telling me, no, I don't want to take you as a client. Because 90% of flight, student piloting would be void. And I get that. It wasn't like I was telling them you know, I was telling what I can and cannot see within the game. But being in the cockpit, hands-on stuff might be completely different. I don't know what I can and cannot do till I'm in a situation. I know what I can and cannot see. But I've also, with my limited vision, have had to accommodate all my life. Even with sometimes other people giving me their best intentions of adaptation, it still didn't work. But, that was always going to be the case with me flying, as I was pretty much going to always have to have someone else doing majority of the work anyway. So, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he was intentionally trying to blow me off or not. But I also don't want someone bullshitting me, telling me I can do stuff that I know I can. But, you know, I already know. I know I could never do a night flight. I know I could never do a flight by myself, we'll put it that way. I probably would not be able... I know, in reality, I probably wouldn't be able to see to change radio frequencies. I'm not sure, because in the sim, I can't, you know... We're always doing this, we're looking away from the horizon. I don't know... I understand what trim is, but trimming is not something I've done. I've always let the computer do auto trim. So.
Atlanta departure Endeavour 5185 Heavy is passing 1,700 feet, climbing 9,000 feet. Endeavour 5185 Heavy, Atlanta departure altimeter 29.907 radar contact, continue.
What am I looking for? There's your pitch trim. Aileron trim. I don't know what I was looking for now. Carburetor heat, that's fuel valve. That's the lamp. That's prop. That's mixture. Where's the throttle? Oh, here it is. Like, where's the... Extend flaps. So, the flaps button is on your throttle. Interesting. What? Transponder is off. Are we not transponding? We haven't been told we weren't.
Antonov 8586 contact Atlanta Center on 127.05. Good day.
I'm not gonna mess with it because apparently we're squawking.
Antonov 8586. Goodbye. Atlanta Center Antonov 8586 is passing 10,600 feet, climbing 14,000 feet.
Alright. Landing lights can now come off.
Atlanta Center altimeter 29.907 radar contact. Continue to Grava. Atlanta Center generic November 55 Hotel X-ray is passing 5,900 feet, descending 3,200 feet. Generic November 55 Hotel X-ray Atlanta Center altimeter 29.907 radar contact. Continue to LoJet.
Out of curiosity. We're not... Okay, we are. For a minute there, I thought it wasn't on real time. Live weather. Okay. Yeah, I kind of sometimes forget to do that. Just like, I bought it, and I haven't really used it in 2024 very much, but I have to push back. Funk toolbar thing. Let's pull up the map for a second.
Generic 5 Hotel X-ray contact approach on 128.575. Good day.
I think... Therefore I am... No. I believe we've already passed Chattanooga. I believe so. But I don't remember Chattanooga's code very much. We're still we're still in our departure. And then we just go to en route all the way to the end, which is basically just 2 waypoints. Can I move this? No, I can't. I was going to try and move down, but no, we've only... Yeah, we got 2 waypoints here, so... We've got roughly 30 nautical miles till we're en route. And then en route is only 71 miles. Or no, 40... I'm reading that wrong. 20... We'll say 25 miles. And then we got another 65 miles. We're about to be on the last leg of our departure, which is Paget. Papa Alpha Delta Juliet. Papa Alpha Delta Golf Tango. Golly, Maddie. Yeah, I think I haven't done phonetic alphabet before. Oh, there's times I give out the phonetic alphabet when people don't understand what my name is, and then they think my name is Mike, because they don't listen to everything I say. Mike Alpha Tango Tango Yankee. I have to spell it out because people always spell it, you know, 2 T's and then an I and an E. Or they think I'm saying natty as in November. Alpha Tango Tango India Echo. So, I've gotten into quite a habit of spelling out my name phonetically. It looks like I'm just going to stick with this whole flight after all, doesn't it? And we're coming up on Stone Point Field. We got some cloudy weather. So I'm not sure when we start our descent. We should be at cruise by now, but this chart is always weird. Cruise, then descend. Yeah, I knew it wasn't much. I'm gonna say that when we hit Romeo Alpha Foxtrot Tango November, that's when we should probably be starting our descent, but maybe not. As they're telling me to keep climbing to 14, aren't they? So yeah. Welcome in anybody that's watching this hour and a half stream. Should be an hour and a half. So roughly an hour and a half flight time. But remember, on YouTube, when you watch this on the video on demand, please hit like and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. If you dropped in and you're on Twitch, please hit that follow. However, I do not have the chat pulled up so I can focus on the game. So yeah, you can't, I won't be talking to you, and I won't respond to you. Again, I'm legally blind, and trying to pay attention to chat and fly was just not doable, so I'm concentrating on the game and just talking to you guys. But yeah, sorry there can't be two-way communication. It just wasn't working out, and therefore I was not enjoying my streaming sessions because I wasn't engaged in what I was doing on screen. I was engaged with getting rid of bots and trying to talk to people when they chatted. It was more of a distraction than it was helping me. But that doesn't mean that I don't appreciate those that come and watch.
14,000 feet.
They're gonna keep telling me that because we can't get to it. We could try and ask them to drop to 12,000, but then we're gonna descend and then we'll be told to expedite our climb to 12,000, so there's no need in doing that. So, because I'm getting onto this pretty late, I don't know if I'm gonna get a ferry flight done tonight out of Teleco, because I have live weather turned on now on career mode. I doubt I'm gonna do that flight tonight.
Antonov 8586, please expedite your climb 14,000 feet.
So I probably won't get to that till tomorrow morning or sometime tomorrow. So I don't even know if there'll be a stream tomorrow. Now I have a piece of something in my hand that I can't throw away. So my garbage can is behind me. Okay. Hopefully you don't fly away with the fan on.
Antonov 8586, please expedite your climb 14,000 feet.
So, off to our left, about 11 miles away, is an airfield called Holly Farm.
Endeavor 49er58, contact Atlanta Center on 135.0. Good day.
We got a UPS flight behind us. And we have a Whiskey Juliet Alpha flight.
135.0, Endeavor 49er58. Goodbye.
And there's an Endeavor somewhere out here. Is that them right there? Well, we also have this flight then, right here. November 946, Charlie Golf.
Your climb 14,000 feet.
So, there was some bad news today, which is why I changed the plane we're flying. Not today, but I found out about it yesterday. It was yesterday Tuesday. Yeah, yesterday was Tuesday. Up in near Toronto Island Airport, apparently a Cherokee 140 had a mishap. And so I was trying to be thoughtful, I guess you can say, and I changed the aircraft I was going to fly home. Fly today in our flight.
Atlanta Center altimeter 29.996 radar contact continue.
What airport is at our 12 o'clock here?
Antonov 8586, please expedite your climb 14,000 feet.
Chucka Farm? Chicken Farm? I can barely read it. With the clouds in front of, behind it, it doesn't help. And I can't change the color of these labels, or else it would be easy. Yeah, that's Stony Point Field. I could have IRL'd this one, kind of. Not IRL. I could have turned off unlimited fuel and did that. Although in 2020, you kind of have to still calculate your fuel for yourself. 24 at least gives you a rough estimate of what your fuel you need. So we have our spotlight here, and I turned the lights on back here. Out of curiosity.
Atlanta Center Southwest 2987 is passing 12,200 feet, descending 5,000
Ah.
feet.
That's a solid wall. Okay.
Southwest 2987, Atlanta Center altimeter 29.96 radar contact. Continue to HANZ.
Anybody want to go skydiving?
Southwest
Can I open the door?
2987 traffic is 12 o'clock 3 miles at 11,100 feet generic. Report them in sight.
Alright.
Southwest 2987 contact Atlanta Center. on
Anybody want to go dive?
135.0.
They can.
Good day.
Watch, now I can't close the door back. Okay, I can. Good.
Atlanta Center Delta Tree 15110,900 feet. Antonov 8586,
Is that the-
please expedite your climb 14,000 feet.
Yeah, that's the only...
Delta Tree 151 Atlanta Center altimeter 29.96 radar contact. Continue to EAG Whale.
Wow, it's loud, isn't it? Okay.
Atlanta Center Delta 1350 is passing 12,500 feet, climbing 17,000 feet.
What's down here?
Delta Tree 151 contact
Fuel
Atlanta
pump, huh?
approach on 128.525. Good day. Delta 1350 Atlanta Center altimeter 29.96 radar contact. Continue. Going to 128.525 Delta Tree 151. Atlanta Center WestJet 15906 is passing 2,500 feet, climbing 13,000 feet.
Oh, is that...
Antonov
That's what
8586, please expedite your climb
WJA was. Whiskey
14,000
Juliet
feet.
Alpha.
WestJet 15906, Atlanta Center
WestJet.
altimeter 29.96 radar contact. Continue to HITTT.
We are en route. Are we not? No, we're about to be en route. So after we hit past this waypoint, we will be in the en route and probably descent phase. Like I said, I'm only gonna guess we
15906,
start
contact Atlanta Center on 121.35. Good day.
once we hit Rafton is when we start our descent because we only have 20 miles to go.
Going to 121.35 WestJet 15906. Antonov 8586, please expedite your climb 14,000
Oh, it's a
feet.
SkyWest. I'm guessing SkyWest. SKY. Sierra Kilo Whiskey. And we can see its beacon light. Or, I mean, I could actually see its light blinking.
Atlanta Center Delta 1125 Heavy is passing 12,000 feet, climbing 13,000 feet. Delta 1125 Heavy Atlanta Center altimeter 29.96 radar contact. Continue to EAG Whale.
I'm not sure if we switch to another center. If we do, it would be...
Heavy contact Atlanta Center on 121.35. Good
If I
day.
switch to anything, it would be Knoxville Approach.
Antonov 8586, please expedite your climb
Before we go
14,000 feet.
to Teleco
121.35 SkyWest 3876
traffic.
Heavy. Goodbye.
They don't have... Teleco Plains Municipal doesn't have any control, kind of like Monroe County and Corntassil. There is not an actual controller in all of the county airports. You think we could have at least one, and that would be Monroe County having the most, because there's a flight school there, and I think a lot of cargo comes in. Small cargo goes in and out of there as well. But nope, you just go you just call for traffic. You're on CTAF or Unicom.
Antonov 8586, please expedite your climb 14,000 feet.
Do I want to attempt to manually land? Or should we see how bad the computer co-pilot lands it?
Delta 1125, heavy contact Atlanta Center on 133.8. Good day.
So I didn't give us a tail number, and I could have put in there
Atlanta Center,
HA
Brickyard 4414
dash
is at
POD.
12,100 feet, climbing 13,000
Alright, we got a
feet.
Delta
Brickyard
2786.
4414, Atlanta Center, altimeter
direction are you flying?
29.96 radar contact. Continue to hydro.
We got a
Brickyard
UPS
4414, contact Atlanta Center on
328.
133.8. Good day. Antonov
Course, we got
8586, please expedite your climb 14,000 feet.
Southwest behind us, and we have that
133.8 Delta 1125
that
heavy.
other one I read off
Goodbye.
behind us. I think that
133.8
Delta is
Brickyard
heading to
4414.
Atlanta.
Goodbye. Atlanta Center Delta 1125 heavy is passing 12,000 feet, climbing 13,000 feet. Delta 1125 heavy, Atlanta Center altimeter 29.96 radar contact.
Air
Continue to
Acres.
KG Whale.
Interesting. And then of course Holly Farms.
Atlanta Center
I hear
Southwest
Holly Farm, I think of,
2351 is passing 8,900 feet, climbing 13,000 feet.
Family Guy. That
Southwest
show
2351,
that still we like
Atlanta
to
Center
watch.
altimeter 29.96 radar contact. Continue to Posey. Antonov 8586, please expedite your climb 14,000 feet. Southwest 2351, contact Atlanta Center on 127.5. Good day.
Why are we climbing to 18,000 all of a sudden? Again.
One three three decimal 8 Delta 1246 heavy. Goodbye.
Are you telling me to go to 1,800 feet?
127.5 Southwest 2351. Goodbye. Delta 2786, contact Atlanta Center on 133.1. Good day.
I've lost 2786. Is that what you were just telling?
Antonov 8586,
Okay, so they're going-
please expedite your climb 14,000 feet. 133.8 Delta 3134 heavy. Goodbye.
I don't see any other
Atlanta Center
aircraft
Brickyard 4414 is passing
other than
11,900
Delta
feet, climbing 13,000 feet.
2786.
Atlanta Center
What is this?
Southwest 2351 is at 7,000 feet, climbing
Cherokee
13,000
County.
feet.
Cherokee County?
Going to 133.1 Delta 2786. Delta 1125
I said Cherokee
heavy
County like
contact
that
Atlanta
because-
Center on 135.0. Good day.
Cherokee County sounds like it is North Carolina, but we didn't go. We're pretty much going straight north.
Right approach via Haynes transition clear to HANZ
So
Southwest 2351.
that's still North
Antonov
Georgia.
8586, please expedite your climb 14,000 feet.
Because there is no Cherokee County, to my knowledge, in East Tennessee, or Southeast Tennessee. But I also have not seen
135.0 Brickyard 4414. Goodbye.
I'm not sure which one is Chattanooga. But we're clearly should be past Chattanooga by now.
Antonov 8586, please expedite your climb 14,000 feet.
Cherokee County Airport. Now I gotta look it up on my phone.
Atlanta Center
Shoot,
generic November
now I lost-
946 Charlie Golf is passing 9,400
lost my
feet,
piece of garbage
descending
off my-
5,000 feet. Generic November 946 Charlie Golf Atlanta Center altimeter 29.96 radar contact. Continue to HANZ. Southwest 1439er heavy, have the traffic. Generic 6 Charlie Golf contact Atlanta Center on 128.0. Good day. generic 6 Charlie Golf. Goodbye. Antonov 8586, please expedite your climb 14,000 feet.
Okay, so we weren't gonna see Chattanooga pop up on the map. We're a lot further east than I thought we were, and Cherokee County Regional Airport is in Atlanta. Is north of Atlanta, which we knew. And then we have Western Carolina Regional Airport is the biggest one that pops up before we get to Tellico. But that's west or east of where we're going. What's the ICAO code here? Western Carolina Regional Airport. I'm not looking it up. It's not that important to look up that ICAO code. And we are still not on enough. Wow, we're just flying slower and slower, aren't we? 51 knots. But that's because we're still trying to climb the 14.
American 2142, contact Atlanta Center on 133.1. Good day. United 1819er Heavy, contact Atlanta Center on 121.35. Good day. Going to 133.1 American 2142. Antonov 8586, please expedite your climb 14,000 feet.
Make sure I hit the right one here.
121.35,
Wait, I think I can
United 1819
go to
Heavy.
13 without
Goodbye.
causing us to drop below 12.
Atlanta Center, Antonov 8586. Request 13,000 feet.
Antonov 8586, climb and maintain 13,000 feet. Keep speed not above 250 knots.
Climb and maintain 13,000 feet. Keep speed not above 250 knots. Antonov 8586.
We can't even go to 250 knots. I mean, 120 is safe range. And we're hitting the red bar at 160, so... Dinner smells good. I think my aunt and uncle... Yeah, my aunt and uncle... Adoptive aunt and uncle, they're not really aunt and uncle. I think that... My uncle made some soup, chicken soup and sourdough bread. And my bedroom door is closed because my parents realized I was live streaming and closed the door, but it smells good. So... I will be getting dinner when I get off, when we get done this stream. I could skip to approach, but we don't have an approach to skip to.
Antonov 8586, please expedite your climb 13,000 feet. Antonov 8586 traffic is 8 o'clock 4 miles at 16,000 feet Airbus A20N. Report them in sight.
Uh-oh. Where's this Airbus I'm supposed to be looking for?
Antonov 8586 traffic in sight.
Antonov 8586, contact Atlanta Center on 133.1.
Oh, I hear it.
Good day.
Where are you at?
Going to 133.1.
I hear jet roar.
Antonov 8586. Atlanta Center, Antonov 8586 is at 12,200 feet, climbing 13,000 feet.
I'm not seeing it.
Antonov 8586, Atlanta Center altimeter 29.97 radar contact. Continue to PADGT.
Yeah, but if we don't speed up, it's gonna take more than an hour to do
Atlanta
this.
Center
More than
Airbus
an hour and a
November
half.
263 Sierra November is passing flight level 180, climbing flight level 310. Airbus November 263 Sierra November Atlanta Center radar contact. Continue.
Well, we heard air noise, but I didn't see the Airbus here coming. Or is that it right there?
121.35. Good day. 121.35 Airbus 3 Sierra November. Goodbye.
Yeah, we're
Antonov 8586,
just
please expedite
under
your climb 13,000
complete
feet.
flap range.
American 2142, contact Atlanta Center on 121.35. Good day.
This is why we're flying solo. We're in complete. We're almost in stall. All right, I'm gonna ask for one more decrease.
Atlanta Center, Antonov 8586. Request 12,000 feet.
Antonov 8586 descend and maintain 12,000 feet.
Watch, now we're
Descend
gonna go
and
down to
maintain
like
12,000
10,000 or
feet,
something.
Antonov 8586.
All we have to do is drop like 200 feet. Speed up a little bit. At that rate, it was going to take more than an hour and a half. But that was an hour and a half at 19,000, not 14,000 where we should have been. Which would made it probably closer to 2 hours. It just seems like we've been trying to hit this last waypoint on our departure
Atlanta
forever
Center, Delta
now.
1530 is at 14,000 feet, climbing 17,000 feet. Delta 1530, Atlanta Center altimeter 29.907, radar contact continue.
Definitely going low and slow. Well, I don't know if you call this low, but we're definitely slow. And I don't know how much of a bank we're making here. I think we're going to... I think we're turning to go due north. Does it give me the... Yeah, look, that's 5 degrees. And then the airport's at... roughly 20 degrees. So yeah, we're pretty much turning to go due north, and then we gotta make a little more of a right turn to go to 19 degrees for the runway. Well, so far we're staying above 12,000. But that didn't help me, that tiny decrease didn't move us up any in speed. We're running the engines at the highest level for being in green. So, we're doing, the co-pilot's flying us correctly. Alright, now we should be turning soon. And we got a Delta 153 Zero. I don't know if they say zero or zero.
Heavy is at flight level 180, climbing flight level 230.
Okay, our waypoint 46 miles away. Airport's at 65.
Delta 2176 Heavy, contact Atlanta Center on 121.35. Good day.
We should be turning soon.
Going to 121.35 Delta 2176 Heavy.
We got another airport directly in front of us. I can't. Let's see. Pickens County. Again, I still think that's in not in Tennessee.
Atlanta Center, Endeavor 5224 Heavy, 14,900 feet. Endeavor 5224 Heavy, Atlanta Center altimeter 29.97 radar.
There's
contact.
the Endeavor flight.
Endeavor
Where are you going,
5224
Endeavor?
Heavy, contact Atlanta Center on 121.35. Good day. Antonov 8586 traffic is 4 o'clock 4 miles at 14,900 feet Airbus H1N. Report them in sight.
Yep. We see the Endeavor.
8586 have the traffic.
121.35 Endeavor 5224 Heavy.
Are they really only 2,000
Goodbye.
feet above me? Wow. Oh, here's another one. UPS. And a Delta. But I think they were talking about the Endeavor. We see the beacon light for the UPS flight. Have we not turned yet?
Delta 1530 contact Atlanta Center on 133.8. Good day.
Okay, no, we should be turning any second now. Either that or we already have. Oh, headset sliding. There we go. Nothing worse than when your headset falls off your head, huh? Oh, no, we... should be on our way to Rafton now. Maybe we don't turn to 05 degrees till we hit it. And then we have that. Wow. Again, I wasn't I was an hour and a half flight time. All of these, even with one flight, I end up going 2 hours, don't I? You know what, folks? I'm actually hungry. We are gonna do the approach. I don't know how much forward in time we're moving, but we will do this. Again, I don't know how, it was probably supposed to be a lot longer, and I didn't know because I forgot to change.
Antonov 8586 descend and maintain 3,300 feet.
Descend and maintain 3,300 feet.
All right.
Antonov 8586.
Landing lights, come on.
Antonov 8586 contact Atlanta Center on 121.35. Good day.
Oh, wait, no. No, they don't. They put us up at 18,000
121.35 Antonov 8586.
This plane's not supposed to be up this
Goodbye.
high. This is why I
Atlanta
have
Center,
all the
Antonov
system failure things
8586
turned
is
off.
passing flight level 180, descending 3,300 feet.
Yeah, look, we gotta go from 18 to 3,000. I didn't know it was gonna put us up to that. I could have just put us to final then. Cause, did I move us forward at all? No. No, I did not. All I did was move us forward like 10 miles. I'm gonna just switch us to final. Yeah, that didn't really move us forward at all. Alright.
85 Tango November traffic Antonov 85865 miles southwest inbound visual runway 5.
There we go, folks. I'm just gonna get this in over an hour. Just over an hour, but I would have loved to sat here for the whole flight if I had programmed it right and realized how long it was. Then maybe I would have known to not do the whole departure and just skip to the approach. As soon as I got near to like 12,000 feet. We got 13 miles to go. Did we already do our radio calls? I think we did. And we are on final. I'm gonna do another
85
final
Tango
call
November
though.
traffic Antonov 8586 is on final runway 5 to land.
Alright, this time landing lights need to be on. Okay, they are on. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Antova. This is your captain speaking. We should be landing in roughly 6 minutes. Welcome to Teleco Plains, where you will have to have either someone that knows you or want to take a walk into town, which is about 5 miles in. I hope you had a nice flight from Atlanta, and I hope you choose to join this airline again. Local time is 5:55 p.m. EST, and like I said, we should be on the ground
November
by
traffic
6 p.m.
8586 3 miles southwest inbound visual runway 5.
Please hold on to your seats. This will not be a smooth landing. I and my co-pilot have not yet figured out how to do that. Alright folks, there's some role-playing for you. I'm really trying to get into the role-playing thing. I loved my Dungeons & Dragons session I did last Saturday. Although there was some tweaks the DM needed to make in order to make it more enjoyable for me as a player. Not my player character, but for me. But I'm very good at improv, apparently. Which should go against one of my things. I've not been able to be diagnosed with this, but I think I have I'm on the spectrum. But trying to get tested as an adult is not easily done, and it really technically isn't gonna open any doors for me. It might have helped me get housing better, but the housing I could qualify for, I was like, I don't know. But yeah, role-playing is probably... Well, when I did role-playing, we'll put it this way. I'm what they call masked, which is you kind of don't act yourself when you're in certain situations, and I'm like that 99% of the time. So when I was playing D&D, I wasn't out of my element or out of my comfort zone. It was more me just letting that mask slip.
Visual runway 5.
And I was able, even though I was playing another character and I wasn't myself, I was more of myself for 3 hours. So, right beside us, off to our left on port side, there is Teleco Plains Middle School. I bet they just love all the traffic. And I say that jokingly, there's probably hardly any traffic that comes in here to this airport. But yeah, that's the middle school right there. Why do I feel like we're gonna miss? Are we gonna miss? Barely. How smooth. Ladies and gentlemen, we had a lot smoother landing than possible, but apparently our co-pilot wants to park us into the trees. My aircraft. Alright, I will handle the taxi. Wow, that was a lot better than I thought. 1.2 Gs, 5 stars, 39 knot speed. But we landed with like a 215. But still, that wasn't bad. I thought we were going to hit a lot harder than that. Whoa. So I just hit the decrease throttle, and it increased my throttle. That's interesting. Alright, why am I coming up here is where there's supposedly a parking spot. And I didn't turn off the landing lights because we're still on the runway. But... Alright. That H also is a helipad
85
parking
Tango
spot.
November traffic Antonov 8586 is clear of the runway. 85
No, we're
Tango
not.
November traffic Antonov 8586 is clear of the runway.
Okay, so maybe I didn't take it back from the... I could have swore I hit Control Alt X. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching this flight, and I will see you guys in the next one. Wherever it may be from and to. Having a good day. Bye.